Other. Okay. W triangle. If you put it in the center, that's your, or rather in neutral. Okay, we always want to keep it neutral. And once we go airborne, we're going to leave our feet off the pedals. We will not be using the rudder pedals in the air. We only be using the flight control in the air. Vice versa, we don't want to use the control on the ground. You don't want to drive it like a car. We're only going to be using the rudder pedals to steer the airplane on the ground. Right, so we're going to take off from Heathrow. Now in front of you, you have two displays behind the control. The one to the right is a primary flight display. It's got all the vital information we'll be looking at throughout the flight. Flying a big jet is about instrument flying. We'll be looking at instruments a lot. Okay. Artificial horizon. The blue and the brown represent the sky and the ground. Are you familiar with all the instruments?
Are we going to use ILS as well?
We can use ILS. We are just taking off, but we'll come back and use ILS to land. Okay. Speed indicator, altimeter, vertical speed indicator. Are you familiar with VSI?
Yes. What speed do we have to have at least?
So 140 for rotate.
140,
so once we get to 140 knots, I say rotate. When you hear rotate, that's when you call it, and aim for 15 degrees pitch up. So 15 degrees initially, 15, and once you get to 1,500 feet, lower the nose to 10. Once you get to 3,000 feet, lower nose to 5. So 15, 10, and 5. At 1,500, we retract the flaps as well to accelerate. It's called the acceleration altitude. You only have to call for these things. I will do it for you. As a pilot monitoring, it's my job to put the gear up, for example, and to retract the flaps, but you call for it. So once we get up to the air, once we get airborne, I say positive climb, you say gear up, and I will put the gear up. Once we get 160 knots, passing 1,500 feet, you say flaps 1. I will put flaps 1. Once you pass 190 knots, you say flaps up, I will put flaps up. Okay, we want to climb to 3,000, do some general handling, and I'll steer you back to come and land. Okay? Have you got any airfield you want to go to, or are you happy with Heathrow?
I don't know, should we do Hong Kong or something?
We can go to Hong Kong. Okay, so let's go to Hong Kong.
Start at the old one, land at the new one maybe?
Start at
The old Hong Kong airport.
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Alright.
So yesterday I did a bit of flying at home on the simulator to go from the old one to the new one. So start out of the old one.
I'll start at the old one.
Yeah. The short runway, old one start and land at the new one.
You want to do that?
Yeah, well,
Not the other way around, because usually you want to land at the old one.
the new one is I saw longer runway, you know.
Yeah, but then it's more challenging to land on the old one.
The new one really. I thought the new one is okay.
So you want to start at old one? Yeah, we can start at old one.
Okay. So I thought to fly left and fly a circle and then land on the new one.
No, using ILS?
Yes,
Oh.
ILS.
So we need to find out the frequency.
I think it was 110.9.
11
110.9, I think. If I remember
11090.
11090, yes.
Alright, that's what I'm looking at. The ILS is 10930.
10930, okay.
Depending on which direction you want. So the other direction is actually, wait for it. So 253 11090, you're right. 11090 253. We switch that to 253 for me. 253. 3. 1090 or 1090. Wait, hold on. That will do it. That will switch it. It will switch. Wait for it.
Okay,
Once we start, it will switch. Okay, 1090.
to switch it.
Alright.
Alright.
So current heading is 316.
Road is going towards the building, so
You can take off this direction and climb. It's going to be a left turn and climb.
really.
I don't think they ever take off from 3-1. They always take off from 1-3, don't they?
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing them taking off from this angle.
Taking off towards the hill is a bit difficult.
Yeah. Let's try it anyway.
Yeah,
Alright, so 15 degrees pitch up, and it's going to be a climb and turn to the left. Avoid the terrain in front of us. Parking brakes off. So 40% thrust to start with, 40%. 40% thrust to start with. So leave it at 40% first, and use your feet only. We don't drive it like a car. So keep your hand there. Okay, let the engine stabilize. Now 88%. 88. Blue arrow there. And you say set thrust. And I will set it for you, and use your feet now. And wait for my call out for speed. The first speed I'm going to call it out is 80 knots. When I say 80 knots, you look at your speed. Make sure you have 80 knots. 80 knots. You say check.
Check.
V1. Rotate.
Gears on.
15 degrees pitch. Positive climb. Positive climb, you say gear up.
Yeah.
Okay. Pitch up to 15. Don't bank it too much. 15 degrees of bank is maximum during takeoff. Climb and turn is 15 degrees bank. Okay. So wait for 1,500 feet.
Then need to go to 10 degrees.
10 degrees from now.
Flaps 1.
10 degrees, flaps 1. Yes. And flaps up.
Flaps up. Let's see up on the radio.
Let's see, 3,000 feet. I'm going to reduce the power for you. You can fly over the bridge to the other side and intercept the. Let's fly this angle, about 290. Maintain 290. Climb to 3,000 feet, so pitch up to 10. So 3,000 feet, let's do some general handling.
Already exceeded.
So 5 degrees of pitch. Okay, when you're ready, it's a right turn to 030 degree. Right turn 030 degree. 25 degrees of bank. Maintain the current level. Watch that VSI. Keep that line in the middle. You see that white line of your VSI? That little line there.
Keep it in the middle.
So keep the turn going. 25 degrees of bank.
Okay. Here's some degrees.
25 is there, in between the second and the third line.
Okay. Oh, okay, so 10 degrees each line.
back to it in a minute.
Alright, listen.
We are still only 86 miles. We're not
very
far.
close.
No.
Enjoy the scenery.
So 030 here, so turn left, put the wings level. So put the wings, that's it. Come back to the left a little bit. We can try another one. To the right, to the left this time. So this time it's a left turn 270. So maintain current level, 3,000 feet, 3,100 feet. 25 degrees of bank.
It's dropping a bit.
Keep an eye on that dot and your VSI. See that line pointed up means we are climbing. So you push forward to stop the climb. Then keep the turn going. That's it. That's the line, the white line pointed up. So push forward until that line coming back down into the middle. You see that?
Yeah.
That's it. Keep that line in the middle.
That's a variometer.
So the bank angle is good. So the line is pointing down means we're descending. So pull up a little bit.
Climbing again.
Okay, so this time I would like you to exercise the airplane by turning left and right like this, okay? Turn the control full amount to the right like this and stop at 30. That's your 30 degrees of bank. And hold on the pitch and turn full amount to the left and stop at wings level. That's your wings level. When the two triangles point at each other and all the lines parallel with your wings, that's your wings level. When you're ready,
Sorry.
when you're ready, try one to the left, all the way, turn it all the way to the left. To the left. Anyway, that's fine. And stop at 30 degrees. So now you can turn to the left and stop at wings level. Okay, stop wings level, there you go, stop at wings level. And pitch up. We don't want to descend, maintain 3,000. So when you're ready, try one to the left this time, all the way to the left, full amount to the left, and stop at 30 degrees of bank. There, and pitch up, pull it back, and full amount to the right, and stop at wings level. Alright. Okay, like that. Now we can turn back. Right turn 090 degrees. Of bank, decrease the bank angle a little bit, maintain 3,000 feet. keep going until you get to 10 to go. Now you can slowly turn to the left and put the wings level. Wings level. Right. Okay, so the next heading is 120, 120, right turn 120. So the airport should be there, right next to us, to the right. You can probably see it from here. VHH. On the right turn to 160 degree. Maintain 3,000 feet.
We need to do flaps again, or it's too early.
So we can use the flaps to slow down. Okay. First, there are. Are you familiar with the lift equation?
No.
So in the lift equation, it tells us 4 elements that governs how much lift is generated. So these 4 elements, which are air density, the speed, the wing area, and the lift coefficient. So if you want to slow down, you're taking away the speed. You're gonna have to compensate with one other thing. But the only three out of these 4 elements can be altered by us in the cockpit. We can't alter air density, can we? So we can alter the speed, but we are taking away the speed. So we have to compensate with lift coefficient. So by pitching up higher. So look at that line. So I've took away the speed. Now the speed is decelerating, we're decelerating, but we want to maintain level flight. How do we do that? You're just going to pitch higher and higher. So you pitch higher and higher until we get to a point where you can't pitch anymore because we're coming close to the stall speed. So let's wait for the stall speed. What is the stall speed?
I don't know, it's 180.
Let's wait for it, and you will see it in a minute. So keep that white line in the middle, and keep it coming back. Keep it coming back. Keep it coming back. Keep the speed coming back. Maintain 3,000 feet for now. Now you see the red tape down there?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
That's
that is just stall
speed.
speed.
Okay.
So what speed are we going to stall at?
170.
170. What if we want to fly 165?
Flaps.
We have to put flaps in. Okay. So now we are 200 knots. So I put flaps 5 and watch that stall speed. Watch the red tape. It's gone all the way back.
Okay.
So now we can fly slower. We can fly 165 if we want. Okay. And as we do, now we're still at 3,000 feet.
That's Hong Kong.
What we're going to do, that's the city of Hong Kong, we can slowly turn right. We can turn right
Right.
to head 253. Right turn 253. Okay, so now we are stalling at 145. So wings forward, wings level.
So there's the airport.
The airport's right there, so I'll put the gear down and flap 30 plus.
We're gonna land here right now.
So we're waiting for the localizer to become alive. So pitch up to, I'll hold on to 5 degrees of pitch. We're waiting for the localizer to become alive. What are you going to do once the localizer is alive?
This is the left runway.
So you're going to turn right. As soon as you see this become alive, it's a right turn to 253. So wait for it. It's going to come. It's going to become alive very soon. There you go. How to uninstall the airplane is to push forward and keep the turn going, We are not lined up with the runway yet. So pitch up to 5, pitch up to 5, pitch up to 7, put the wings level. Alright. Pitch up to 10, 1 to the left, turn the left up to the left, and push forward to 5. And turn right, put the wings level. Runway in front of us. So from now on it's small correction, 1 to the left and right, just to correct it. Very small correction. And hold on to 5 degrees of pitch, 5 degrees of pitch. Not too, we don't bang the aircraft so much during the approach, only small correction. And keep 5 degrees of pitch, keep the 5 degrees of pitch. Hold on to this. Okay, now the runway's in front of us, so no more big turn, no more big turning. Just control the pitch from now on. Very small adjustment from now on. So small, very small one to the right, that will do it. Put the wings level now, wings level. How do we know the wings level? Put the wings level. Hold on to wings level. We've got all the flaps in already, so hold on this angle and flare. Do you know how to flare? So flare by pitch up to 7 now. Pitch up to 7. Hold on to 7. That's 10. That's not 7. So pitch up to 7. Okay. So once you touch down, you push forward, put the nose down. And use a reverse. Speed brake is up, waiting for your reverse. Use your feet to bring us to the center line. So apply some right foot to bring us back on the center line. And left foot. Straight in approach.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, 2, 3, 0, 0. Speed is
for the instructions.
5, 0. Okay. Now, before we start, when I say 1 to the left, 1 to the right, all you need to do is this: 1 to the left, like this. 1 to the right. 1 to the left. 1 to the right. Okay. Pitch up. 1 to the right. Now we'll do it. Wait for it. Pitch up to 5. Pitch up to 10. Capture the localizer. We are a bit localized them. And 1 to the right. Now you see this is your runway center line. So 1 to the right, that's it. That's enough. And 1 to the left, put the wings level. Wings level, that's it. Wings level for now. Okay, and pitch to 5. Hold on to 5 from now. Okay, so now we are approaching back to the localizer. The runway heading is 253. Once the bar is back in the center, you want to fly 253. So 5 degrees to the left. So pitch to 5. 5 degrees of pitch. The dot should be at 5. So hold on to 5 degrees of pitch. 1 to the left now, 253. Okay. So wait for the heading change. 5-9, 5-8, 5-7, 5-6, 5-5, 5-4, 5-3. Now put the wings level. Perfect. So now we are flying 253 and we're pitching at 5. The dot should be at 5.
Still 5.
So now we can keep these two elements right in the center. If we do that, that's a nice and stable approach. So one to the right, to the right.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, that will do it. So fly 253. Always fly 253.
Yeah.
So 253 now, wings level. Make sure the wings are level. How do we know the wings are level? That's it. You don't have to tell me. You, as long as you know. Okay, so wait for the localizer, the glide slope to come back. So keep on flying 253. 253. Fly 253. We'll be fine. So the glide slope is coming back slowly. Which one is the Lantau? Is it that one? That one's the Lantau Island. That's it.
Once I visited them in Hong Kong.
Oh, nice. The Lantau Island is a big Buddha. It's a big Buddha next to the airport. So hold on to 5 degrees of pitch, 5 degrees.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
So look outside. Are we lined up with the runway?
Not really.
Slightly to the right, isn't it? So one to the right, small one, and one to the left. Put the wings level. Okay, that will do it.
It's coming up.
One to the left, one to the left. Okay, hold on to 5 degrees. One to the right, put the wings level. Okay. One to the right, 253. Fly 253. It's looking good this time. So pitch to 5 degrees of pitch. 5 degrees of pitch. And when I say flare, you pitch to 7. Flare. 7. Not too much, just 7. Okay, hold on to 7. Hold on to 7. Hold on to 7. Nice. Put the nose down and reverse. Speed brake. Okay. So once you get to 60 knots, you can then close the reverse and stall the speed brake. 60 knots. About now. 60 knots. And stall the speed brake. And you can use your toe brakes to stop completely. Your tip toe goes like this, your toe goes like that's the brakes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, there's your
That's
brakes.
interesting.
Right. So what is the 4 elements in the lift equation?
Oh, yeah. Air pressure, angle,
Air density,
air density, yeah. Angle, speed,
speed,
and
lift coefficient, and
what's the last one?
what's the last one?
I can't remember.
The wing area,
The wing area of
which is the flaps.
flaps.
So these are the 4 elements that govern how much lift is generated. Okay, so well done. So
It's really interesting.
London was good. ILS,
Yeah.
you're familiar with ILS?
Yeah, but,
What does it stand for?
instrument landing system.
Instrument landing system. DME?
Distance measurement.
Equipment, perfect. And so that's your PFD,
Yeah.
Artificial Horizon. That's one very useful piece of instruments that you have there. Okay, so well done.
See